welcome to the Guide Review,
Yes.
and we're going to review some classics today.
Yes, the Pac-Man and Galaga Dimensions.
First thing I have to ask you, why is it with Nintendo's brand new system, their brand new, cutting edge, this is the wave of the future system, 3D with no glasses, why is it most of the games that have been released for it are old?
My theory is they used up all their resources on making the Nintendo, so there was no one left over to make any games for it.
So they're just re-releasing all these old classic games. But yeah, Pac-Man and Galaga Dimensions, I don't know, what did you think of it? I mean, what can you say about these games that hasn't already been said?
Yeah, right. These games have been around for years, and they've just been played to death. And so they do these things with Pac-Man where they turn it into disco, techno, high-speed Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Or the Pac-Man Tilt, very much like playing Sonic.
It was like Sonic combined with pinball, which was a unique combination. But it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong.
I still like classic Pac-Man better.
Yeah, and me too. But I had a good time playing all these games.
Yeah.
Again, I wouldn't pay full price for them because it's not that new of an experience.
No, you get 6 games basically with this. You get Classic Pac-Man, you get Pac-Man Championship Edition, which is pretty fun. Pac-Man Tilt, which was enjoyable but not as fun as the other two. You get Galaga, you get Galaga 3D Experience, whatever, and then Galaga Legacy. And, those are all fun as well. And as a whole, you're thinking, wow, 6 games. But still, it didn't feel like a full retail package to me. It felt like it should have been a downloadable game from the eShop.
Yeah, exactly.
I like Pac-Man Championship Edition, and I liked, the classic Pac-Man game. Doing the 3D effect on the classic Pac-Man game, where it looks like Pac-Man's kind of like hovering above the maze, kind of threw me off. Although Galaga, the new version of Galaga, the Galaga 3D experience, that one made good use of the 3D. Out of all the games, it looked really impressive.
Out of all of the games, I enjoyed that one the most.
Really?
It was kind of like a Starfighter experience.
Yeah, it was. It was. I enjoyed probably Pac-Man Championship Edition the most. And the Pac-Man 3D movie was kind of cool, which shows off what the system is capable of, but they're just not really doing. So there's fun games here. They're all classics. And, it's good to remember that gaming didn't always have to be like a movie-like experience. Like Pac-Man is so basic. It's so simple. But it's still really enjoyable.
Oh, totally. It just shows you where we started and what we can do, but everything is...
Sometimes the classics are still just as good. Actually, when I was thinking about how sometimes we take the classics for granted, recently we were reading through the book of John, and we came across John 3:16.
Right.
And I was thinking how some people think that's so cliche. Oh, John 3:16. You see it at sports games, you see it on bumper stickers, you see it everywhere. And I was thinking, wow, John 3:16, a cliche? Really? I can't ever think of how we'd ever think of John 3:16 as a cliche. It's Jesus sharing the gospel in a nutshell.
Right.
And we try to come up with ways to, make it fresh again and make it new and repackage it, and kind of like what they did with, the classic Pac-Man game. Like, how could you ever improve on how Jesus shared the gospel about himself?
Right.
There's no way to improve on the classics. Sometimes we just have to treasure the classics the way that they were meant to be.
That's why they're classics.
That's why they're classics. It's the same with John 3:16 as it is with games like Pac-Man. And I like they didn't try to enhance it like the classic versions of Pac-Man and Galaga in this collection.
I'm glad they gave you a few different options of the same game.
What would you rate this package overall, this collection of Pac-Man and Galaga Dimensions?
I'd rate it a 4 out of 7.
Really?
Yeah, because it's entertainable, it's fun, it's not really worth the purchase price. So.
Yeah, if it was a downloadable game that you could get, I think it would be worth it. Full retail, packaged on the shelf, I don't think it's worth it. I agree, 4 out of 7. I had fun with it, but... I didn't spend a lot of time with it. The 3D effect, for the most part, is kind of pointless. The gyroscope usage on some of the games is fun, but also kind of gimmicky.
Yeah.
Good time. If you can find a bargain price, that's the best way to go with it, I think, for this particular collection of classic games.
I would agree.
All right.
I think that does it,
Yeah, if you want to read the full review of Pac-Man and Galaga Dimensions, you can read that, of course, at gameandmovieguide.com
or visit our Facebook, share any comments, feedback you would like to offer, facebook.com/game and movie guide.